Well, they could be like only people I invite or something like that.
Yes, exactly. And you can create whatever we talk about membranes. So you can create whatever membranes or like requirements to access and participate in that community you want. You could have to go to someone and like have your identification validated by someone who's like a special kind of node on the network who's like an identification validation thing, and you can have your address validated or whatever, and you might need an invitation on top of that, or whatever.
Right.
You just create whatever.
But it's always, you can always see that something exists, even if you can't get into it.
No, there's no one big holochain.
Sure.
So you could, 5 people could make a holochain app and never tell anyone about it. No one would ever know it existed. Yeah, because it's just
as far as
completely
I
local.
know, you can only access the app code by its hash, and if you don't know the whatever 32 byte hash, you won't find it. That's why currently they have a centralized Cloudflare-based DNS to make the mapping to a worldly name to the hash to actually get the initial code. And if you don't do that, then it's maybe almost impossible for somebody to even access the code. And then you can add, of course, other stuff that you only allow certain people to
So Cloudflare
access the
stores all the
application.
hashes, so there is a centralized record of all the hashes currently.
No.
Like it's a DNS.
Is that wrong?
No. Cloudflare is just for Holo.
That's just for
hosting, yeah.
Holo. Just for Holo. Yeah.
Sorry.
DHTs are interesting in that so say the chat example, say you wanted to have a private chat room with just your friends, then all you do is you just add your friends to that so you'd spin up a new DHT in your code, and only your friends you'd link them into that DHT, and then only the data that they share amongst each other, only they know about it. Even data that you put into a DHT, you can only ever retrieve it if you have a link back to the hash, because it's not like a normal database where you can just quickly query it because it's not structured. It's more of a graph database where to retrieve data from the DHT, you have to know the links to that data and the links to the links and links and links.
How will people find out about it then? Like, how will you get a mass adoption of this kind of technology?
That Holo, because you can make an application and just have it's the back end of a website, right? Like that's just not even the back end. It's just like the data storage of a website. So you don't have to know that that's the website you're using. My mom will not going to know the grandma Tinder, but that's just, she's not a grandma. So
Is that the only reason why?
like,
She's not old enough.
I'll talk to her about it when I see her. They're just going to go through whatever their Chrome browser. They're going to go to whatever website it is, and then the data storage of that website. That's what's happening on Holochain, and Holo is supporting that thing. That's how it's going to get mass adoption. And then also just by people making real radical solutions. Like I haven't gotten into the online functionality of this. You can throw up mesh networks. There's something that Holochain can do. Like we could have a Bluetooth network just locally right now and just run an app like in the room, right? And then it has what's it called? It's network partition friendly, which is really radical. Which means that you could have a group of people that's a DHT, and then you could have half of those people go to Bangladesh, right? Let's say you've got 3,000 people, 1,500 of them go to Bangladesh. They can continue to operate on those applications in both of the places, and when they come back together, they can reconnect. The only major collision in that is if new usernames were created, right? So then you'd have to figure out something like the reason that I'm not Eric Bear on Trello is because like something like that happened now in Eric Bear too. So it sucks, but it's not the end of the world to have the functionality like that.
Yeah, the problem with blockchain is if the transatlantic links break up, the blockchains are isolated and everybody will attach more blocks to the blockchain, and once the connection's back again, you have a blockchain and then it splits into two chains, and with the current design, the longest chain will win, and all the transactions which were recorded in the shorter end will just be discarded and removed.
But because our interactions happen locally on like a peer-to-peer level, or if it's 3 of us, right? We're doing that. We're validating it with however many people we need to validate that with, and that makes it real. So it's the way reality works, or close to reality is, but like lots of different things happen at once, right? So there's no actual global state.
Yeah, and with the
It's just local
yeah,
state.
and with the distributed hash table, where you have just a hash to access a piece of data, you can easily merge the stuff together at the end with zero overlap and not throwing away anything.
All right, split time. There's more questions to have. How are you doing? I want to check with you.
I'm a bit confused, but it's okay. It's all good. There's good. So I should explain. I'm not a techie kind of person. My interest is in more the political democratizing stuff. Although, by the way, I'm an engineer, so I can follow. But I would like to speak to someone maybe about application of this stuff. And this is my first experience to it, so I'm forming my thoughts. And it's really to see use cases and I don't know what the right word is, but leveraging the scale, not the scalability in terms of.
There's a whole bunch of functions that you're going to want to leverage for your particular, I think, kinds of interests. The challenge that I have is like how to get into them. I want to do the exercise, but I also want to make sure that everyone like gets to break out. Who's interested in doing the activity thing?
What's the activity?
What is the activity? Is where you make a little source chain, you make your own little table, and then you make your own little shard of the DHT. You're part of the storage, and then we have an interaction as if we were all playing an app together. So you kind of get it embodied.
Yeah.
And for people that want to have tech conversations, can have the tech conversations, and hopefully everyone has JOMO. Y'all familiar with FOMO? Missing out. It's a requisite aspect of any really good event, which is that there's more cool things happening at once than you can be at the same time. But JOMO is where you have joy of missing out. It's like, wow, that cool thing's happening, and I'm doing this cool thing. I'm more excited about it than any.
Is the activity like metaphorical or
With
for
paper, you have paper.
Oh, okay,
Like I'm gonna show you.
Yeah.
Like
It's a theater play. You are
Okay, cool, alright.
part of the DHT.
okay, cool, right.
If you don't know what a DHT is, or,
Yeah, no, I
or
got
maybe you want to prefer an explanation.
This sounds like the conversation.
So there, we'll get into like use cases and applying it to stuff afterwards. We'll get into use cases and actually applying this to like social problems.
yeah, I mean,
Afterwards, yeah.
we could just skip this part and just get into that too. Like
I think
I'm
this is
down-
good just to so people.
Do this and then we explore the social problem stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's do that.
Cool, cool.
So
Yeah.
whoever wants to do this can do this, and raise your hand if you want to have a technical conversation with Nathan and Sven.
What might be in the technical conversation?
I don't know. What would you want to be talking tech about?
I don't know.
Why don't you bounce back and forth? You'll be able to
All right.
track. Okay. And Nathan, you could choose. Sven, would you be willing to have a technical
Yeah,
conversation